Hello, hello, hello. How are you on this fine Wednesday? By now you know what to do. Grab your beverage. Today's mug is live every moment, laugh every day, love beyond words. I like this one today. What is the message you need to hear today? Make sure that if you need to hear it, you know what? Just tell it to yourself. Your brain doesn't know the difference whether I say it to you or whether you say it to you. It just knows that it's said. You are amazing. You are incredible. You are beyond words. You are enlightening. You are inspiring. And you know, it took me the longest time to be able to actually look myself in the eye and say those things. Only replace it with the I, right? Like, I am amazing. I am incredible. I am inspiring. I am impactful. All the things that I want to be. And, you know, when I say that to people, they're like, what? You are all those things. Well, I'm here to tell you that there are many days that I'm like not feeling that. I'm definitely not feeling that. And so just like you, I need to tell myself, if I need to hear it, I need to tell it to myself, because I can't expect other people to tell me the things that I need to hear, because a lot of times they don't even know I need to hear it, right? Do you expect your spouse, your friends, your siblings to tell you the things you need to hear? Get disappointed? Sometimes I feed the lines to them. Like if I'm talking to my husband, I'll be like, can you just say, Aim, you're amazing? He's happy to do it, you know, because it's much better to tell him exactly what I need than to make him sit there and wonder, does she just want me to listen? Does she want me to give her solutions? Does she just want me to give her a pat on the back? Like all of these, what does she need? So I just tell him. I just tell him, could you say, oh, I'm really sad that that's happening to you. Oh, can you say that, oh man, I can see that was frustrating. Tell people what you need to hear. Or just say it to yourself. You know, are you having a frustrating day? Gosh darn it, those suck. Those suck. I hope they get better for you. Are you having an incredible day? Oh, do share. Shine your light brightly and inspire others to have the most incredible day. My nose is dripping. That is so irritating. So excuse me as I wipe my nose. I think it's better to wipe it than just to let it drip. Yeah, I can't stand. Sometimes I see people with like literally a drippy nose. I want to hand them a tissue so bad. So thank you for allowing me to wipe my nose so I don't drip in my coffee. But yeah, it was, you know, that's just something that I realized not too long ago, actually, that, you know, just give myself what I need in that moment, if I can. Kind of hard to give yourself a hug, although I have tried. But asking people for that, asking people for what you need, you know, I'm happy. If someone came up to me and said, oh man, I really need a hug. I'd love to give you a hug. Come here. Right? Right? But I don't want to go in and give you a hug if you're like not in the mood, don't want that, please don't touch me. Right? We have different needs at different times. So let the people that are around you know what you need. Most of the time, if they're around you, they're your friends, they're your family, they're the people that care about you. They want to do the thing that you need in that moment. So yeah. Oh, speaking about hugs, I was watching like a video, I think it was Simon Sinek, who was saying, do you know what Walt Disney policy is for the characters on giving hugs? Do you know this policy? This is according to Simon Sinek. I have not researched it. But I heard him say that Disney characters are instructed to hug the child or the person as long as they are hugging them. Don't be the first one to release. How awesome is that? Have you ever needed a hug and then someone released it too soon? Yeah, for me, I'm like, no, too soon. Come back here. Need more hug. I think that's awesome. There is also, it feels very awkward when you do it, but most of us give a right-handed hug, meaning we touch right cheek to right cheek. But it is much more powerful and impactful if we actually do left cheek to left cheek, because it's a direct line to our hearts. Those are really powerful hugs. So the next time a friend or you need a hug, ask someone for a left-sided hug and see if you feel any different. Yeah. Oh, goodness. I really needed this today. I don't know why. Some days I just really need it. Something else I wanted to talk to you about. I am, as you know, officially, maybe you don't know, I'm officially retired. And what am I doing in retirement so that I don't lose my mind? Because if you've been with me a while, you know that I've retired not once, but twice. And each time was miserable. Now, people, some people are like, I'm looking forward to retirement. It's going to be amazing. And it was amazing in the beginning. And then it just wasn't. There was too much time. There was not enough to do. There weren't people to do it with. I had no direction. I had no purpose. I had no passion. It was awful. It was absolutely awful. And so this time around, I have talked to a lot of people who are doing retirement in a way that lights them up and in a way that I think I would enjoy. Because not everybody's vision or lifestyle of retirement is the same. And there's nothing wrong with the ones that don't align with me. But when I find somebody who's living retirement and loving it and living it in a way that I'm not familiar with, I ask all sorts of questions. And I did this recently when I was on a plane ride, when I sat next to a gentleman, and he gave me some really insightful advice on what he did, especially in the beginning. And I am treating my beginning days of retirement in that way. And it's interesting. It's very interesting. Like yesterday, it had been it had been a while since I'd been out. So, I went out on Monday and met a new friend and spent the day with her. But prior to that, I didn't do a whole lot because I was home. I was sick. I was nursing John. And then we had a week where both of us were okay. I think it was like a week where we were both okay. And so I realized that if I don't plan meetings, plan walks and talks, plan lunch, plan dinner, plan something, call someone, that I'm going to be sitting here with Duncan 24/7. And while there are some days where that is just fine with me, because we all need those days, having too many of them in a row can really play with my psyche. And I never want to get there again. So I reached out to some people and I was like, hey, John's working, I'm home, I have no plans, what are you doing? And I am meeting people for lunch. I'm meeting people for walks. And that feels so good. I'm treating, what he told me to do is treat retirement like a job. So I'm responsible to set up interactions with people, meetings, walking meetings, lunch meetings, and not blowing those off because they're not required. They are required for my mental health. They are required to foster friendships. They are required to make me light up and feel good, right? So what did I do? Yesterday, there's a woman I know that was speaking at an event. I have no idea what the event was, but I was like, I know a lot of people that will probably show up to hear her speak. I've not seen those people in a hot minute. I'd love to see them and chat with them. And instead of like calling each person individually and saying, hey, when can you meet? Because maybe they can't meet. Maybe they are super duper busy and they can't meet for 2 weeks. Well, I want to meet somebody now. So I went and heard her speak and got to see some people that I haven't seen in a hot minute. And it was so nice. It gave me a reason to get dressed. It gave me somewhere to go. It gave me something to do. It gave me a situation to interact. It also gave me an opportunity, which didn't even realize this, but it gave me an opportunity to give back, because there was a woman that was struggling in her business a little bit. And she, when we're in it, it's hard to see it from an outside perspective. So I just gave her an outside perspective on some things. And you could see that she was so much lighter when she left than when we first started our conversation. Man, that made me feel great. I never expected to be able to give back, to help somebody that's a fellow business person. I then talked to somebody about a relationship issue, and it made me feel good. I could relate. I had experience. I had knowledge that might be able to help. And it was a good thing that I went. And, I spent about 2 hours. I came home and had some lunch and, got some other things done. I crocheted. Did you see the thing that I'm crocheting? Do you have any idea what it is? It's something I've never made before. Never made. Now, if you known me for a while, you knew that when I retired, I think it was the first or second time, maybe the second time, I started crocheting, and I crocheted all sorts of things. And then when I went back into work mode, I didn't have time for it and I stopped doing it. And so I decided to do this, and I've never made anything. And I've also never made it with this type of what they call yarn. It's not really yarn. It's raffia. It's made out of paper. Yeah, it's really, really interesting. So stay tuned. When I'm done with this phase, I'm going to show it to you. See if anybody can guess. See if you know what I'm making. And then as I progress, I'll give you snippets and snapshots to see. I also did a sauna yesterday. I got in my sauna. So I did some me time. I did some productivity time. I, got some stuff done. It's a good day. It was a good day. So what's going on today? Well, I reached out to someone, and we're going to walk and talk, and she needs me to do something for her business. So we're going to do that this afternoon. I've got a meeting with my assistant. I've got a meeting in about 35 minutes. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I also am gonna run some errands. I gotta go by the grocery store because I have figured out that Wegmans by me gets a beautiful shipment of produce Wednesdays, and they put it out Wednesday morning. So Wednesday midday is a perfect time for me to go to the grocery store. And right now I've got the only vegetable I have is onion. I've got a potato, and I've got carrots. I think I may have a tomato. So I don't have very much fresh. Everything is frozen, which is okay to get me through. But I'd really love to get some vegetables, get some fruit, get some proteins. I just cooked my last thing of bacon, and and grabbed a couple of pieces before I hopped on here. And so I need to go to the grocery store. It's been a week. And I'm working on not going every day. That used to be my outlet. When I didn't have anything to do, I would just go to the grocery store because it got me out of the house. And so now I'm working on just going once a week, just once a week. Unless, I mean, if I have to go, I go. But I'm working on keeping it at once a week. And that helps with my budget because then I don't buy, willy-nilly, on the splurge. I wait and I get the things, I put it on a list, you know how that goes. It's better for the budget if we don't go to the grocery store so often. And what I also will eventually get to is finding cool recipes. If you've got a really yummy, healthy recipe that you do for dinner or you do for lunch, let me know. Post it. Send it to me. I shared with you how I do the flank steak, right? I cut it really, really, really thin when it's raw. And I mix coconut aminos. You can do soy sauce. Coconut aminos, coconut sugar. You can do brown sugar. And garlic. And then put it in you can do a Ziploc bag. I did it in a Pyrex dish. And I put all these shredded, really thinly cut pieces of flank steak in it. And I let it marinate for like at least a couple of hours. If I can do it overnight, even better, if I think that far ahead. And then I cook it individually, like in a fry pan. I get 2 fry pans out and I make an individual layer. And as the meat releases the liquid, I sop it up with a paper towel because that way not only does the meat cook, but then because there's not a lot of liquid in the pan, the sugar caramelizes. So you get the combination of salty and sweet. Oh my God. So yes, I do that. I have another flank steak in there that I'm gonna do, maybe for John's birthday. We'll see. And one of his favorite cakes for his birthday is pineapple upside down cake. So I'm gonna make a recipe of that for him. Make sure I have all those ingredients. And his birthday's on Saturday. So mark your calendar and wish the guy a happy birthday. I'll remind you on Friday, don't worry. Because that's when I'm going to be making his cake probably. That or maybe Saturday. I'll probably do it Saturday. That way it's fresh. But that's what I'm doing today. And I hope that whatever you're doing on this Wednesday, that you're making it wonderful, that you're telling yourself the things you need to hear, that you're reaching out to friends and fostering your friendships, that you're spending time with the people that mean the most to you. Thanks for spending it with me. You mean a ton to me, and I'm really grateful that you spent the time with me. And I look forward to reading your ideas below on what I'm making, what I'm crocheting, on what you're making for dinner that you would suggest that I make. And what are you most looking forward to in retirement? Let me know that in a comment below. And I will see you, my friend, tomorrow. Make it a great day. See ya.